why it's not signed.
I thought it was addressed.
And I don't see it signed in deeds.
Signed Friday?
Because the motion was on the
Signed last
26th.
time I did it the last time we were here in court.
I think I do remember.
The hell, I need a fly swatter. You see that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you got a fly swatter?
She saw it. Oh, I don't know.
So I'd like to enter it in then,
Not opposed to it.
you know? So I'm gonna undo the plea.
Okay.
I'm gonna enter in the MOA and then we'll do the plea again.
Yes, sir.
Because I want to make sure that there's no issues with this family.
Yes, sir.
All right, coming up, Mr. Lopez.
You get it.
So I didn't sign the plea.
There's no entries, nothing.
Okay, so hold on, let me do the MOA first. So I'm entering in what's called a magistrate's order of emergency protection that identifies Ms. Solis as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot be in possession of a weapon or go within 200 feet of the Bower Creek residence. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
If you violate this, the state can and probably will file a violation of a protective order. This includes you cannot text them, you cannot message them, you cannot use social media to reach out to them, you cannot use, Snapchat, you cannot use someone else to try to get in contact with them. No contact whatsoever. Do you understand?
I do.
This order is good for 61 days from today. So if you go over there, it's going to be an issue. You understand?
I do.
Okay, so I want to sign first now the MOA,
Okay.
and then after that, we'll now do the plea again. Mr. Lopez, I want to protect every person in my county, and I'm going to do it at all costs. Do you understand?
I do.
All right, so let's do this plea again. You're now charged again with the offensive terroristic threat of a family or household member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. They've offered you 50 days in jail, credit for the 9 days that you've done. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers if you're not a citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. There is an affirmative finding of family violence. How do you plead on this case? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. Now we will sentence you on the case. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Lopez. Make me proud, man.
On Salgado's bond conditions, we removed the address restriction on the MOA, but we didn't want it on the bond conditions as well, right?
No.
Okay, I'll have them recall.
Yeah, okay. No problem.
Judge, I wanted to approach on a fugitive case. I wanted to see if we could bring him out.
Sure.
It's Mr. Cordell Jackson.
I'll let the bailiff know right now. So just have him. Someone else approached on this, did they not yesterday?
We were here last week on this one. I don't know if somebody today or last week.
I'll bring back kids.
Maybe I'm thinking of another case. What would you like to do?
Judge, I wanted to approach to see if you would reconsider a fugitive bond.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of
Are they bringing him out?
Yes, they're bringing him out.
Trying to see card?
Good morning, Mr. Jackson. So, Amy, we spoke about this last week.
Yes, Judge.
I denied him a bond last week.
Yes.
Has anything changed?
No, Judge, it's the last thing I know on.
Tell me, I don't even remember. What does he want it for?
This warrant from Broomfield County, Colorado for failure to appear for burglary. It was issued in October of 2023. He's also here in Harris County for evading motor vehicles. He also has other criminal history that we can go into, but it would need to be offline stream.
Okay, I remember that. Okay,
Judge, yes, first criminal history, I don't know how much we should go into that. We are
don't
here.
go into anything that's,
No, just,
But we're
you know,
going
like,
to-
it's not something I'm gonna turn himself into Colorado or not. I think if we focus on that, the argument is that he would like an opportunity to go turn himself into Colorado for this pending case. He hasn't been found guilty out there. He's presumed innocent. He would like the opportunity to go turn himself in. He hasn't messed up in your court before. He hasn't been given that opportunity before. And he is not asking for a PR bond. He's asking for a bond sufficient enough to guarantee that he will go turn himself in over there. He has family members here in court today showing their support for him. He's got 3 family members. After talking with them, they are inclined to help him make a bond as well. They understand the risks. He understands the risks if he doesn't turn himself in over there. He understands the complications of having to meet his court date deadlines. And so we are just asking Bond to go turn himself in.
who's here? Mom?
Judge, we have his sister, stand up, please. We have his sister-in-law, his girlfriend, and his cousin. Sister-in-law, and girlfriend.
Thank you for coming, God. Really, I appreciate you coming. You're welcome to come up if you want.
And these are the family members that would be responsible for helping him post the bond. They would be posting the bond for him, and they understand the risks involved.
Sure. Hi,
Hi.
thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. You know, and I told this to Mr. Jackson about a week and a half ago. There are several things that I look at when I give someone a bond. One of the things I look at is their prior criminal history, what they have done, how old they are, and whether they've left a wake of just destruction in their path. Mr. Jackson is very young. He's what, 20, 22? And in the short time that he's been alive, he's managed to rack up a ton of cases. Just here in Harris County, an evading that was dismissed in 2021, he picked up a felony theft in 24, an evading arrest in 24. He has a fugitive case out of another jurisdiction of another state. And now he picked up here 2 weeks ago, another evading arrest. So the common theme that we have here is, I'm going to take off. Common theme that we have. And the 2 things that I don't want are, number 1, I don't want him to pick up another case. And most importantly, I don't want my public to be in danger. These are the things that I consider. What does he want it for out of state?
Failure to appear for burglary.
And now he has another burglary in another state for failure to appear for that. At what point do we say when? So my point is that the problem is that if I give him a bond and he just takes off, all you guys are going to lose out on all that money. And what happens if he picks up another charge? So these are the things that I consider. And this is why I denied him a bond the first time. It's because what the common theme that we have here is that in the short time that he's been an adult and flight cases. That's why I didn't want to give him a bond. Because in my opinion, he already has 3 flight cases. Do we need a 4th? And that's what scares me. Carter.
Judge, considering all that, considering his family's here, we would be asking for an amount that ensures his attendance in Colorado. I think by putting an amount on his case, it would ensure that he hasn't had this opportunity before. He hasn't had a risk of losing money before. This risk would ensure that he does what's right and turns himself in over there.
But he has, though. You know, he has. He got out in Colorado, failed to appear on that. He's constantly trying to evade, here as well. It's to say, okay, it's okay for you to do this. La, da, 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 da. It's not okay. The bill comes due. Do you understand? At 22, you have all these cases. Life is hard enough as a young black man in today's society as it is. And now with all this, really? You want to pat on the back for all this? You want me to just, no. Now the bill comes due.
Judge, if I may, respectfully, one of the things that I wanted to do was look into the Colorado system to see if it was actually a failure to appear or if this was a sort of like a 2B warrant here in Texas. I wasn't able to log into that system over there, and I don't think we can make the distinction on whether or not it was a 2B warrant based on the documents that have been filed. The court date.
Regardless,
Okay.
all we have are someone constantly trying to evade capture. They're trying to evade police one way or the other. I have a feeling if I let him out, the same thing's going to happen, and I don't want that to happen. I don't want you to pick up a fourth case, fifth case. I certainly don't want anyone to be injured. And that's it. At 22, all this baggage, it's not going to happen, man. The bill comes due. I certainly appreciate you guys coming. I know that you've taken a lot out to be here today. It's just too much baggage. I'm sorry. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you for your cooperation.
Of course. Anton, Tony. Hey.
Clarissa Leon Borges.
Is it under Leon? Oh, I see it. Okay. So what's the word?
She has a TRAS appointment today.
It's off like 2 weeks. Everything's in, Alex, right?
I'm double checking, Your Honor. Yes, Judge.
Okay, so we'll set you off like 2 weeks for you guys to get the contract back. Or after the TRAS, you get everything, then you get the NLOC, pay the BA for you, and hopefully
Great.
2.5 weeks isn't it, huh?
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Makes sense. Sean, please. Huh? You want me to get off the
It was an off-docket matter,
Okay.
and the case
Hold on,
number,
hold on, hold on.
case number is 2530952. Damilet Bohoricus.
Okay.
Judge, she's charged with the possession of tramadol, no priors. She had $100,
She took off.
what happened, Judge, is,
She here?
no, she's not. So I want.
I'm not gonna reinstate her until she's here.
To state about the lowering the bond. Would you consider lowering it to 500, Judge?
I've never even seen her. We never did it. We never even did arraignment because she
Oh.
just kind of took off, never came, never did anything. I've never even seen her once. Get her here and we can talk.
So,
You know me.
Okay, so I just don't want her to get arrested.
No.
No, she got no priors, US citizens, just,
Know me.
okay,
Don't you?
sounds good. I'll bring her, Judge. Second case is on the docket. Triple G, Gerardo Garza Gascon. Got into boxing.
There's yeah, okay, I got it.
Anyway, we just signed on yesterday. We started looking.
Yes, of course. So we'll just give you normal reset.
Huh?
Normal reset.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Joe. All right, have a good day. And
Thanks, Frank.
have a good day. All right.
Council for Rachel. The line always starts.
Oh.
So that's why it's so complicated. So I'm sorry this morning, but yeah, nothing is signed.
Judge, I got the new bond conditions.
So the trial certificate, nothing was signed.
It's, if your signature can do it, so whenever you do it. One second.
Yes. Okay, you'll have to approach. What is that?
Badon, B-A-D-O-N. So just so that, he tried fixing his license. He went, and did all stuff with DPS. He found out he's got a issue out of Sugarland, which he's taking care of. He just needs more time.
Yeah, but I mean, we're at 783 days. At what point do we say when?
But you said 7.
Huh?
I thought you said 7.
No, 783
Has to
days.
be even, right, Judge?
Hmm?
There's no way that I've been on for 700 days.
No. You've been on since like February, beginning of February, but I told him that he had 30 days to do whatever he wants to do. But how do I know he's gonna fix the stuff in Sugarland within a reasonable amount of time? You know, like not gonna take 3 months here? No. So we need to figure out where is she here?
He's here. Talk to him and see if it's believable. Believable.
So no, what I'm gonna do is, I guess, you have an offer? Well, I'm willing to give a little bit of time, but I'm not gonna go crazy. It's already nearly 800 days old, so I need to get a date. Are you Mr. Badon?
Okay,
Come on up.
how is March 24? Too soon?
Okay, so that's exactly.
No, it's a little bit more.
I'm willing to give you a little bit of time for you to try to fix your license. But your case is nearly 800 days old. It would be unreasonable for me to let you just sit here 3 months, 6 months. So we need to put a time limit on this by what day you need to have this done by.
I paid my surcharges already. I just need to start a payment plan with Sugarland and that's it.
Okay, but when is this gonna happen? If you even do that, will that lift the ineligibility of the license anyways? Do you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, I don't want to know, but we need to put a date certain when the last day for this case ends, where you either get done what you need to get done, or you end up taking something on this case. But I'm not going to just hold this open indefinitely, even considering that it's 800 days old nearly. So Alex, is there an offer on this case?
The two PTI offers, Your Honor, and both of them are contingent upon the driver's license being valid.
Okay, so you've reached out to DPS.
Yes, sir.
They've told you what you need to do to get it fixed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 weeks. You get no more time after this time. Do you understand? At 3 weeks, it's D-Day. If it's not done, then we need to move on. Right? Yeah, I'm going to either set your case for trial or you got to accept the plea bargain agreement. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So, Marco, this is the last reset that I'm doing. I'm not doing any more. You need to do what you need to do today because it takes forever. That's why I'm giving you the 3 weeks because you need to take care of it today. Because if you wait till the last minute, it's not going to reflect in DPS's system. It takes 2 weeks for them to just upload stuff to get it changed in the system. You understand? Okay.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
Good, how much time like that?
3 weeks and then clear trial. The next setting.
Judge, I have
Okay.
Moses Garza.
Mr. Garza, come up. Are you sure that you want to do this? You know, the thing is this, Mr. Garza, you're going to pay for it one way or the other.
That's what one way or another, I know I'm gonna have to pay for it. It could be, this sound bad, but
Problem is that
the trial's gonna make
this,
it worse.
when it goes on your record of what you're doing, many facets of life, your insurance is going to go up. It could affect potential employment. So DPS is going to hit you. It just, whereas with this route, if you're able to do the PTI route, you know, you can get some stuff waived, but at the end, if you complete it successfully, the case gets dismissed. Once you plead to this case, there's no turning around. And we've got a fly swatter. You got a fly swatter.
And the thing is, the fly is huge.
Judge, you were a defense attorney at one point in time. You know this is probably gonna be the best deal, to be honest with you.
I can't give you legal advice.
No,
That's why we gave you a lawyer.
And Judge, the issue with the PTI has been the financial aspect of it.
Here,
Yeah.
It's right there.
Sorry.
We've got, we talked about the PTI and he just his recommendation
Gonna
was
get hit.
the PTI if you can afford it.
Yeah, one way or another, it's,
How much can you waive, Blaze? Guys, on a PTI, DWI, how much can you waive as far as fees and stuff?
My understanding, the only thing they can waive is the DAO fee, Judge.
On PTI, I think you would have to go, they have to get special permission. My guess would be through division chief. I think they could work with defendants.
And Your Honor, another issue is that his license is not eligible, so he'd have to also pay the fines associated with correcting that before.
Well, he could do the no driving affidavit
Suspended?
It's currently, yes.
Oh, okay.
of the ALR, but you can probably do the no driving affidavit and stuff.
We'd also have to reach out to the DWI.
Yeah, and I don't know kind of I think that they can work with them on it. So if
Counsel,
wants to
for
reach
reset?
out to Ashley and see like what.
Will they pay for alcohol monitoring device, Judge? I don't think they'll do that.
That, I don't think so.
Right.
So the interlock fee, which is the breath test device fee, that's usually around $70 a month. Can you swing that? Are you working?
yeah, I'm working, but on top of everything else.
And he pays child support right now, Judge.
That too.
I mean, if I could pay for it, I would. I just can't. I mean, do you want time to think about it or you want to, look, why don't you guys step aside, just make sure this is what you want to do. If you want to do it today, I'm happy to do it. If not, I can give you more time where you can, talk with the division chief to see what you guys can do to reduce the fees,
Okay.
It's up to you, but I don't want you to make a decision in front of everybody here. Just take your time. Just
Stand down and talk
know,
about that, Judge.
because once you do this, there's no turning around. That's it.
Thank you, Judge.
Please, just take 5 minutes. Hi, counsel. Of course.
Judge, I'm standing in for John Paul Cedillo this morning on
Okay, yeah.
Dasaki, Dassake.
Okay,
Judge, so by way of context, note here from John Paul saying that the client was attempting to apply for the PTI. Mindful that this is now
yeah, we've been working on mitigation since,
180 days by my count.
well, since December.
Yeah.
Is this person here?
No, appearance is waived for today.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 2 weeks. The
Okay.
defendant must be here with packet in hand and let them know that if they're not, I'm gonna carry them day for day till they get the packet done.
Got it, Judge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds good. Maybe
For sure.
excused. Good seeing you.
you got it. You too?
There you go.
Thank you.
Counsel,
Mr. Madrid.
Yes, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
I'm approaching, let me make sure I have the right case I'm telling you. But the other day I approached her, moved this case from, actually I was on the phone, I think, on Zoom tomorrow. I think we're going to be done to Friday.
Sure. How about Monday?
Can I do it a week from Monday? Because it's spring. No, I could do it Monday. I'm going to be here. Okay,
Wonderful.
then we'll do
Happy to
it.
have you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that damn fly. I'll tell you what.
Not as big. We'll do it Monday.
Yes.
No, I'll let her.
You see it?
it only comes whenever you're ready for me.
It's a big one too. Like I'm gonna knock over coffee and.
What's the last thing? Oh, before maybe. I just do a call.
Judge, what is Mario trying to do with the case?
Just
Move to Monday.
move it to Monday. Christopher Torres is the name.
It's a trial case?
No,
No, no,
I'm
no.
in trial in another court.
Oh, okay, cool.
You scared Ramona.
Okay.
Okay, Torres. All right.
Monday the 10th. Is that for a plate?